Hello everyone, myself Ida Sadakat and I've been associated with my OC tutor since the past 1.5 years, and I have a bachelor's in dentistry and a master's in public health. Today we are going to discuss preventive geriatrics. It is a common topic that comes up in clinical case studies and nursing case studies as well, so let's look at it. So first of all, what is preventive geriatrics? Geriatrics is basically the art and science of preventing disease in the geriatric population, that is the elderly population of the world, of the country, and promote their health and efficiency so that they are delve into healthy aging practices and are able to cope up with the diseases that happen in their ages, and also improve their efficiency and their ability to conduct activities of daily living as well. So basically, Hippocrates noted conditions common in later life, and Aristotle offered this theory of aging based on loss of age. And the word geriatrics has come up by a person known as Ignaz Nasher, who was a Vienna-born immigrant to the United States and gave the word geriatrics. But geriatric medicine as a complete product was given by the British NHS, National Health System. Nasher was thus considered the father of geriatrics, and Marjorie Warren was its mother. The first geriatric service was started in United Kingdom in 1947. The geriatric department at GH Chennai was established in 1978. The postgraduate course in geriatric medicine has been started in 1996 in Madras Medical College specifically, and Natarajan was the first geriatric professor in India. So we are looking at the issue of preventive geriatrics from Indian perspective and how it pans out here. The study of physical and psychological changes that occur in old age is called as gerontology. So basically combining gerontology, what are the changes that are happening in the old age, the physical and the psychological in the body, combining it with geriatrics, where it is the branch of general medicine that is concerned with clinical, preventive, medical and social aspects of illness in the elderly. Combining these two together forms geriatric medicine, where geriatrics is basically working on various aspects of life and illness in the elderly. Old age is thus defined as the age of retirement, and it is fixed at 60 years and above in various countries. Geriatric population has increased to up to 13.3%, projected to increase by 2025 to 13.3% in the country, 71% in the developing world, 71% will be in the developing world, which is a greater concern, but out of which 40% will be below poverty line and 73% illiterate. So that is a greater concern for the world around. Therefore, preventive geriatrics is really important to reduce the burden of healthcare on them and the socio-economic burden that comes up with it. So the present scenario in the country is that the majority suffers from arthritis and locomotion disorder, 40%, and cataract and visual impairment, approximately 88% of the population. CVD and hypertension, 18%, neurological problems, 18%, respiratory problems, bronchitis, 16%, psychiatric issues, 9%, loss of hearing, 8%, and GIT problems, 9%. What are the various theories of aging that have come up? One of them is somatic mutation theory, other one is autoimmune theory, and Hayflick's theory of aging. So when we look at geriatrics, it is basically associated with senility. When the patient is becoming senile and unable to take his or her own decisions, there is decline in the sexual prowess of the individual, and there is diminution in the endocrine activity of the individual in terms of blood sugar management of the BP of the body. There is rise in blood pressure. There is loss of elasticity of the blood vessels as well. So what are the risks of geriatrics? In the old age, the people are more prone to infections because of their low immunity in the body. They are more prone for injuries. They need special assistance in carrying out activities of daily living because of their physical disorder and degenerative disorders that they are developing over time. Psychological issues and problems can also come up as a result. There is increased risk for disease, development, disability, unable to carry out function, and increased risk of eventual death as well. So what is the aim of geriatric medicine when we look at it? Basically, is the maintenance of health in old age. So that and how do we maintain this health in elderly and the elder population is basically by increasing the level of engagement with the health system, so that they are able to absolutely prevent or avoid the occurrence of disease. Here in this case, you have to easily detect also, and also counsel them on improving their lifestyle and daily activities so that they are able to avoid the occurrence of several kinds of lifestyle disorders and diseases as well. Lifestyle associated disorders and diseases as well. So there is a maintenance of maximum independence consistent with irreversible disease and disability. Whatever is the amount of independence that can be developed, and they are able to carry out the daily activities to uplift themselves socially, economically and physically, and also providing early detection issues and maintaining lifestyle, helping them in maintaining a healthy lifestyle and providing support and arranging for the same. Then also, if they are suffering from terminal illness, providing sympathetic care and support as well. So geriatric people problems, basically health problems, will include psychological, social and health physical problems. Social problem will be poverty, loneliness, generation gap with their children and their families, dependency on their families, isolation, and their elder abuse can also occur in some cases. The psychological problem that they might suffer from is social tendency, senile dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and emotional problems as well. And health problems could be development of cancer, diabetes, and falls, and cardiovascular diseases, impairment of special senses, and joint problems, inability to walk, or issues with gait, etc. Geriatric terms that are used, basically geriatricians, the ones that specifically take care of them, specific nurses trained in geriatrics, that are geriatric nursing or nurses trained in elderly care, providing elderly care and healthy aging, supporting healthy aging for the population. And the other one are social workers that work with them, and physiotherapists that also work with them, and other health workers. Investigation is an essential tool in the diagnosis of elderly patients, any kind of diseases that they are suffering from. Polypharmacy must be avoided, and the objective of the investigation is to improve the quality of life of the individuals. A non-invasive test should be performed, and a well-balanced nutritious diet should be given to them. So it's basically the quantity of the drug compliance and medication review and nutritious diet that is being given to them, and not the quality of the same. Indicators of health status: age, proportional mortality rate should be checked, cumulative percentage of elderly who are undergoing cataract surgery, cancers, and accidents, percentage of elderly who are taking 3 or more drugs. These are the indicators that will measure the health status, and the age-specific death rate of people over 55 years of age, and what is the maximum time that they are living for. That is also cumulative percentage of elderly undergoing cataract surgery and admitted to the hospital, etc. So prevention would be primordial prevention, that is providing pre-geriatric care. Primary prevention would include health education, exercise, changes in their lifestyle. Secondary prevention would be annual medical checkups, early detection, and starting with treatment. Tertiary prevention, when it has happened, would be counseling and rehabilitation, welfare activities, and improving their quality of life overall by using cultural programs, old age clubs, meals on wheels service, old age homes, home help, etc. So I hope you've understood the entire topic of geriatrics and geriatric medicine and how it pans out, preventive geriatrics in elderly, and what can be done to prevent diseases in them and to maintain their healthy lifestyle as a whole. That's it for today. I'll see you again with another day, another topic. Thank you.